Hello students, once again I welcome you to the topic that is word formation. So far in the last two lectures, in last two videos, we talked about how words are formed. We discussed the different process of word building or the word formation. So far we discussed the process that is affixation, conversion, coinage, reduplication, derivation, compounding, clipping and acronyms. In this video we are going to talk about the process of the word formation, which is called as borrowing. So borrowing is also one of the most commonest process of the formation of word. The process of borrowing adds new words to the language. So in borrowing we have to keep in mind that when the words from language A, that is language A, when the words from language A are received or taken by the language B, when the words from language A is taken by or received by the language B and the received words are added to the vocabulary or the lexicons of language B, this process of the formation of word is called as the borrowing. So all the languages of the world have words which are borrowed from different languages or different you can say different origin of that word is different from the actual word that is used in that particular borrowed language. So in borrowing process we have to keep in mind not only the words. Remember, when the words from language A is borrowed by the language B, they become the part of the vocabulary or they become the part of that language. Actually they are not the actual words of that particular language, but they have been added to the lexicons or the vocabulary or the words of that borrowed language. So this process of borrowing is one of the commonest phenomenon or characteristic of a language. So not only words. In borrowing, we do not only, or the language only does not borrow the words, but sometimes it also borrows the structure, it also borrows content, it also borrows, that is the semantic content or the meaning of the word, then phonological rules or pronunciation, syntactic pattern, morphemes, semantic content, all these things are borrowed from language A to language B. So in the process of borrowing we have to keep in mind, we have to remember that it is not only the process which is related or limited or restricted only to the borrowing of words. We borrow along with words its meaning, its syntax, that is its structure. Then we also borrow its phonological rules, pronunciation and morphemes also. So in borrowing we have to keep in mind, we have to remember that only the words are not borrowed, but other things like pronunciation, its meaning is also borrowed to the language B. That is, A language is here the donor language. So in order to understand the process of borrowing, it is essential to understand three terms, that is donor language, recipient language and loan words. So these three things or these three terms or three words are important to understand the process of borrowing. So far I talked about what is borrowing. In borrowing, the words from language A, not only the words but rules of phonology, rules of semantics or syntactic pattern or semantic content of that word, that sentence is also taken into the language B. So here when the words are given by that particular language, which that language is called as a donor language. It means the language which gives the word, we have to keep in mind the giver. The language which gives the word is called as donor language, and the language which receives the words is called as recipient language. So it is called a recipient or receiver. The words which are transmitted, the words which are borrowed from language A to language B, such words are called as loan words. So actually they are not the part of the B language, that is the language which borrows it. They are the part of other language. They originally exist in the other language, but in the process of borrowing, they become the part of B language, and such words are called as loan words. As far as English is concerned, number of words can be found which have been borrowed from different languages. Now let us discuss some examples or instances of the words which have been added to the vocabulary of English language or lexicons of English language. Now look at the word like algebra and alcohol. Today these words are considered as English words, but they are not the origin English word. These words have been borrowed into English. These words are of Arabic origin. So these words, that is algebra and alcohol, they are Arabic word, and they have been borrowed into English. So algebra and alcohol are loan words. Then the donor language is Arabic. Here donor language is Arabic. As far as these two words are concerned, Arabic is the donor language, algebra and alcohol are loan words, and the recipient language is here English. So these two words have been borrowed from Arabic language and they have been received by the English language. So algebra and alcohol are the examples of loan words. Then Arabic is the donor language and recipient language is English. So many words, you can come across a number of words which have been borrowed into English from the different languages. For example, look at the words like pork. A pork is a kind of pig. So pork has been borrowed from French. It is not a word that is of English origin. On the contrary, it has been borrowed from French language. The original word is pork. P-O-R-C, pork. So this word has been borrowed by the English and it becomes a part of the vocabulary of English. It becomes the regular word of English. So you can see here the words like pork, words like algebra, words like alcohol, which are not the original words of English, but later they have become, or they are used as a regular part of the regular word of that language. So this process is called as borrowing process. So English has number of loan words. So number of words have been borrowed or added to the lexicons of English from different or varieties of languages like Latin, then French, Greek and Scandinavian. So you can see here a number of English words have been derived from the different sorts of languages like Greek, like Latin, like Hebrew, French, then Scandinavian. So Scandinavian refers to Scandinavian refers to Denmark, Norway and Sweden. So number of words have been added into the English language from other languages. So in this sense, the other languages from which words have been borrowed, we have to call it as a donor language. The words which have been borrowed into English have to be considered as loan words, and words which are received by the English languages to consider. The English language here stands as recipient language or receiver language. So the words have been borrowed from Latin, words have been borrowed from French, words have been formed from Arabic language, Hebrew language. So this process of borrowing is a continuous process. Number of words are to be getting added to the vocabulary or the lexicon of any language. It is not only limited to English language, but the other languages of the world also borrow the word from other languages. So you can see here how the words are formed or how the words are borrowed into English. So many words. Now look at the word like communication. So now we consider this word to be English, communication. But this word is borrowed from the Latin word communis. So original word is communis, and from communis we have derived, we have formed the word communication. So it is sort of borrowing. The original word communis is of Latin origin, and it has been accepted, it has been received into English language. So communis is loan word, English is recipient language, and donor language is, that is, Latin language. So such words are common to find in any language. You can see the words like rent, cost, labor, juice. Now we call it, or we consider it to be English words. For us, these words are English words, but actually these words have been borrowed from French. So these words have been added into the lexicons of English in the later phase of language acquisition or adaptation. So rent, word like rent, cost, labor, juice have been added into the vocabulary or lexicons of English. So these are the words which originate in French, and they have been added into the English. They have been added into lexicon of English. So word juice. Juice is a French word, and this juice, J-U-I-C-E, this word has borrowed from this juice, that is juice. So the meaning of juice in French is it can be broth, it can be both broth or sauce and juice of plant. So it has a different connotation in French. Then the words like sister, sky, then king and egg. So these are not English words. These words have been borrowed from Danish. The words like sister, sky, thing and egg, we consider it to be English words. On the contrary, these words have been borrowed from Danish language. So Danish is a language of North Germanic region. So it is a language which is used in North Germanic language, is called as Danish language. So these words have been borrowed from Danish language. Then word like cigar, it is borrowed from Spanish. It has been taken from Spanish. So cigar is not English word, it is borrowed from the Spanish, and now it has become a regular word of English. Now we consider cigar to be English word but it is taken from the Spanish word. Then many Indian words have been added into the lexicons of English. As I told earlier, the borrowing is not only the characteristic of English language, but other languages also contain the words of different languages. For example, look at the words like Indian words like yoga. So yoga is Indian word. Now this word have been borrowed from other languages of the world. Then words like ahimsa, Mahatma, Satyagraha, Lathi charge, then jungle, Then words like loot. So these are the Indian words, and now these words are adopted by the different languages of the world. So the Indian language is the donor language, and other languages who have received these words will be the recipient language, and this will be the loan words for them. Now we are going to discuss some more examples of the words like, look at the words like Aya. So Aya is borrowed from Portuguese. It has been taken from Portuguese. So it means glass of eye is nurse. So eye is not our Indian word, it is not Malayalam, it is not our origin word, but it has been taken from Portuguese word aya. It means nurse, and Malayalam or in our Indian language it becomes aya. So Portuguese word is aya. This aya is Indian word, or we can call it as Malayalam. So this is Malayalam word. Then now look at the words like balance. The word balance has been derived from Arabic word baki. So original word is baki. From baki we have formed the balance, and in Malayalam it is baki. In Malayalam it is used as baki, but it has been taken from, it has been borrowed from Arabic word that is baki. So baki is Arabic, and we have taken the word baki into our Indian language as baki. So it is Arabic is here donor language, and baki, this word is received by the Indian languages, for example the Malayalam language. So Malayalam language is recipient language, and Arabic language is the donor language. Now the word like alam. So alam means world. So this alam has been borrowed from Hebrew. It means, so original word is alam. It is Hebrew word, and this Hebrew word has been borrowed by Malayalam language. Then the word like English. English is Portuguese word, English. It is, the English has been taken from the Portuguese. The Portuguese is a donor language, and from English we have formed the word English. So English is, we can call it as a loan word which is derived from Portuguese language, and original word is English. Then words like akal, which has been derived from, which has been borrowed from Arabic word akki. So word akal has derived from Arabic word akki. So this is what we call the formation of process or introducing new words into the lexicons or the vocabulary of any language, or not only English language but any language of the world. So number of English words have been borrowed or taken into the English languages, and they have become the regular words of that language. For example, look at the words like Bank. So bank is English word, but it is used in all languages of India. All Indian languages you can come across the word like bank, then word like office, then word like driver, then conductor. So these words have been used as the regular word of non-native, like the regular word they have been used as they have been used as a regular word, though these words are originated into foreign language or English language. So words like bank, office, driver, conductor, then purse, or we can say monitor. So these words are used in Indian language, which is these words are originated or these words have been taken from English language, but these words are now considered to be or have become the regular part of our Indian languages. Then in the first half of this lecture we talked about what is borrowing, how words are borrowed from one language to other language. Then we talked about loan words, then we talked about the donor language and the recipient language. Now we are going to discuss why the borrowing takes place. What are the reasons for borrowing? So there are certain reasons for which the process of borrowing takes place. The first important reason for borrowing is prestige. Use of words which are of not our native language or local language or original language is considered to be the matter of prestige, considered to be matter of honor. Most often or sometimes the speakers or the users like to use the words of other languages because these words have some prestige from the point of view of the speakers. For example, look at the words like pork. We are going to discuss here the example, that is we have already talked about pork. So pork has been introduced into English language during the French invention or when French invaded the Britishers. So the pork was associated with the prestige. The French people were using the word pork, and that is why in order to denote, in order to indicate or to show that particular creature or particular animal, the Britishers also started to use the word pork. So first important factor that causes the borrowing is prestige. So use of the words has been associated with prestige. So in our Indian context also you can see the speakers use many words during their conversation, during their dialogue, which are of not native language. For example, look at the words like timetable. So you will come across the students and the teachers who uses the word timetable because it is considered to be the matter of prestige, or word like class teacher, or word like wallet, word like mobile, word like bike. So these can be considered as things of prestige. Then second reason is need. The first one is prestige, second one is need. It is not possible for particular language to denote all concepts or things which is not available in our country. So for example, particular thing or particular concepts which is not of our origin, we have to take, we have to acquire, we have to obtain that particular thing or particular object or the concept from different country or the foreign language or from the abroad. So in these cases, in such instances, the borrowing becomes essential because there is no option for that particular word. We have to use the word that has been used by the native speakers or the foreigners. For example, look at the word like automobile. So automobile has no particular word available in a native language. So in different nations, the same term, the same word or the same concept called automobile has been denoted by different words. For example, in Russia, it will be named as automobile. In Russia, it will be automobile. Then automobile will be referred as auto in Finnish. And bill in Swedish language. So the same term, that is automobile, which does not have a native word or native terminology, it is a foreign concept. So in order to present that concept or that thing or that name, we have to go for the root word or the word that is of different origin or origin of that particular language. For example, look at the word like automobile. So in Russia it is called as automobile, in Finnish it is called as auto, and Swedish it is named as bill. So word like coffee. So this term or the concept in Russian language it is presented as cough. In Finnish it becomes coffee. In Russian language it is used as cough. Then in Finnish it is used as coffee. And in Japanese it becomes kohi. So there is no substitute, there is no alternative word available in a native language. So the users have to use the origin word of that language. So the borrowing becomes there because out of prestige, out of need. And the third one is the derogatory reasons. So derogatory means insulting or offensing. Sometimes borrowing is associated with insulting or offensing. For example, look at the words assassin. So this word assassin, now we consider it to be, we take it to be the English word, but actually these words have, the assassin has been derived from the Arabic language, and Arabic word is hashashin. Hashashin. Hashish is a kind of drug, and the person who consumes this drug is called as hashashin. So this word is derogatory, this word is insulting. It refers to a particular tribe or a group of people who used to consume this drug, and they used to intoxicate themselves before killing the political leader. So assassin is the term which is derogatory, which is used to the murderers of political leaders. Murderer of political leaders. So it is derogatory. It is derived from assassin. Hashish is Arabic word, and the person who consumes hashish before killing the political leader or the political figure is called as assassin. So same is with the hostage. So hostage is the word which is derived from Korean word hostage. Hostage is derived from Korean word. Hostage is not English word. Now we consider it to be English, but it has been taken from Korean word, and that Korean word is hostage. Hostage. So this word is derogatory. So hostage is a term. Hostage is the name, or the hostage refers to that kind of woman which works. Woman who works in a nightclub, who works at a nightclub, and she is supposed to serve only male customers. So hostage is a derogatory term. Hostage is an insulting term, and this term has been borrowed from the Korean word hostage. Hostage is the term which refers to, or it refers to a woman who works at nightclub, and she has to serve only male customers. So in borrowing, we discuss about how prestige is there, how there is no alternative available, that is need, out of need, then derogatory. So three things are important while discussing or understanding the concept called borrowing. So we have to keep in mind what is borrowing, what is loan word, what is recipient language, what is donor language, and what is luxury loans. So words which are borrowed for the prestige, it is considered the prestigious words. Such words are called as loan, luxury loan. Remember, we know that concept called loan words, but the words which are considered, or the words which have connotation of prestige, are to be called as loan words. Okay, thank you very much.